Today's episode is entitled Think and Lose Weight, the 17 Principles to Successfully Losing Weight. So if you're familiar with the classic writings of Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich, we're going to look at how we can apply those principles to making money and how that will help us to successfully lose weight. But before we go ahead and get started here today, let me introduce myself. My name is Christopher Brown from alphalifestyleacademy.com. Now, if you have any questions about anything that we're going to talk about in today's episode, just reach out to our support staff, which you can do so through the little chat box that you'll find here in the bottom right-hand corner of the page. So let's dive into this with the introduction. Well, you're in for a wild ride, folks, because we got a mystery that stumped dudes for ages. I'm talking about the secrets to swimming in piles of green, cold, hard cash. This puzzle's even bogged the noggin of a fellow named Andrew Carnegie. Now, Carnegie, he was no stranger to the hard knocks of life. So, when he was a spry young lad, he set out on a quest. He wasn't looking for treasure buried in some desert island. He was on a mission to figure out how to end the misery of poverty for good. Following some sage old advice from his mentors, Carnegie penned down his life strategy. He decided to spend the first half of his life stacking up the Benjamins, and the later half giving it all away. And the twist? He wanted to spread his wisdom far and wide. You see, Carnegie didn't want anyone else to go through the ringer. But you know how it is. Most folks out there ignore pearls of wisdom. So he went out and recruited a guy named Napoleon Hill. Yep, the big shot Nappy Hill was tasked with studying 500 of the world's savviest tycoons. For 25 whole years, he cracked that code, and in 1925, he beamed out his findings in a course through snail mail, like a series of secret scrolls for success. And in 1928, he released the motherlode, The Laws of Success. You heard me right. 17 principles to unlock the secret vaults of success. 33 reasons why folks either sink or swim, and 6 ways we like to trip ourselves up. You see, what usually goes down is folks get fixed on one or maybe 2 aspects of their lives, and the rest, it's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. But if you want to roll with the big leagues and live life full of unicorns, giggles, and rainbows, you gotta keep it all in balance. Funny thing is, when you get one slice of the pie sorted, it's like the universe decides to throw you a bone in all the areas of your life. So, remember, don't just focus on one shiny object. Aim for the whole pot of gold. Before we continue, I want to invite you to check out a 3,000-year-old diet secret that's only been recently rediscovered that's taken Hollywood by storm to eat what you want, never go hungry, and still lose weight. Which you can do so at eatwhatyouwanttoloseweight.com. That's eatwhatyouwanttoloseweight.com. Or if you're watching this video on our website, just go ahead and click the button that says Watch Video. So let's dive back into this. Law number 1, definite chief aim and life's purpose. Hey there, you bunch of wannabe life's champions. So you're wondering why some folks can't shed the pounds. Well, it's because they want it, but not bad enough. Yeah, they want that beach bod, but not as much as they want to Netflix, chill, and keep on lounging in their comfort zone. They just can't let go of their bad habits. That's where they stumble. You know this Tim Grover dude. He's coached legends like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. He had this gem to drop, to be so obsessed with the results that the work becomes irrelevant. But guess what? Most people are more obsessed with their cozy, safe spaces than making their dream life happen. Creating a life plan is a journey, my friends. You don't start out being obsessed with it. It takes time to figure out what you really want. Some folks just follow the crowd. They take cues from their friends, family, or neighbors. But there are the few who stumble into a bigger world or get smacked by life's curveball that shakes them enough to make the big changes. Families tend to have this tradition of obesity because they're all stuck in the same old lifestyle rut. It's not until one of them has a heart attack and kicks the bucket that someone finally says, hey, let's change this legacy of health doom. Now, if you're over 30 and not overweight, trust me, you felt some real pain that made you say, screw this, I'm changing my life. Napoleon Hill. He said desire is the kickstart to anything you want to achieve. But you know what? Desire alone won't cut it. You got to nurture that desire until it's like a supercharged rocket propelling you into action. That's obsession, my friends. James chapter 1, 14 through 15 and Bible lingo talks about how the brain works. You have a thought. It leads to a feeling, which kicks off an action. And finally, you get what you want. That's how we roll. Neuroplasticity, a big word for something pretty cool, says the more you think about something, the more your brain builds new habits, emotions, and skills. So keep thinking about what you want, and boom, it becomes a habit. Back in the 15th century, the Medici family had no clue about this brain stuff. Fast forward to today, and science is finally catching up with their secret knowledge. The history of education. Now let's talk history. The church, they had the wild power trip. They barbecued people for owning the Bible. Then they realized they couldn't keep folks in the dark by essentially saying, you're too dumb to understand this Bible stuff, so they could keep their power intact. Fast forward again, and stuff like certain mathematical formulas and Charles Haanel's master key system were off limits. Medicine had its turn too, convincing people they were too dumb to get their own health. But in recent years, some folks stepped up, educated themselves, and took control. Billionaire reveals how to get what you want. You're not just one-dimensional, and losing weight is just one piece of the puzzle. Warren Buffett, that rich dude, says, make a list of 25 things you want to rock in life. Then narrow it down to your top 5. In that list, you'll find your chief aim in life, the thing that will let you conquer your priorities. But guess what? People waste precious time not figuring out their chief aim. Side projects. They're just shiny distractions that mess with your purpose. As kids, our folks had a say in our choices. And how we look today, well, it's partly their doing. But you've got choices too. And they likely shortened or extended your lifespan. The sooner you pick the healthier route, the bigger the impact on your life. At 17, I decided to kick the unhealthy habits that were passed down to me. And I've grown more disciplined as I've gotten older. So what's your excuse? Cultivating your definite chief aim. Now let's dive into some ancient wisdom from the Bible. Joshua 1:8, it's like the Bible saying, keep this law stuff close. Don't let it go AWOL. Mutter it day and night. Obsess over it. Like you're on a quest to get the coveted knowledge badge. Now here's the juicy fact. Millionaire. Yeah, those guys rolling in dough. They spend a full 60 minutes every single day soaking up business and financial knowledge. So if you want to rock any part of your life, you better follow suit. Devote 60 minutes daily to sharpening your skill. Let's talk fitness and weight loss. If you're aiming to get ripped and drop some pounds, you better be in that study zone for 60 minutes every day. Get your hands on diet and fitness knowledge like it's your secret weapon. Now let's hit you with a reality check. The average Joe spends a whopping 6 hours parked in front of the TV and another 4 hours glued to their phones, most of the time doing nothing productive. It's like they're trying to escape their problems, not tackling them head on. But here's the kicker. Some folks, they're different. They're the problem-solving superheroes. They tackle problems before they even show up to the party. So your main life goal should be running the show inside your noggin. So there you have it. Spend your time wisely. Educate yourself. Be a problem solver. And don't be the guy binge watching TV all day. Get up, get out, and get on the path to success. Concentration of effort. Hey there, you wise guy readers. So let's talk about the sneaky Napoleon Hill calls concentration of effort. He's like, write down your ultimate life goal and slap it where you can see it all freaking day and night. But this ain't just any goal. It's your definite chief aim in life. So what's that, you ask? First question. What's the one big thing you want out of life? You know, the thing you'd wrestle a rhino for. That's your definite chief aim. Why the heck do you want this as your life's ultimate goal? Don't tell me it's because your Aunt Sally said so. The reason better be hotter than a chimichanga fresh out of the fryer. Third question. When are you going to make this life-changing magic happen? Not next year or someday, but when? Precisely. Give me a date. And finally, how the heck are you going to make this definite chief aim a reality? Get into the nitty-gritty, my friends. Talk about the sights, sounds, the colors, and how it will make you feel like you just discovered a secret stash of chimichangas. Be detailed, like it's a Where's Waldo book on steroids. So get your pen and paper handy and ready to write down your game plan for world domination. Your definite chief aim is your treasure map, and those questions, well, they're the X marks the spot. Mastermind. Hey there, you goal chasers. Let's dive into principle number 12 of the 17 laws of success. They call it form a mastermind alliance, which basically means find your squad of awesome people. In the words of Proverbs 13:20, hang with the wise, get wise, deal with the stupid, and well, you're in for a rough ride. You see, your life, your moolah, your health, and your problems, they're like a mirror reflecting the top 5 to 8 folks you hang around the most. If you're kicking it with couch potatoes, the couch-dropping lovers, and I'd rather eat a pizza than a salad crew, guess what? You're in danger of becoming part of the overweight, sick, and unhealthy club. On the flip side, that fit and healthy crowd, they're like rolling with their kind. But hey, we've all heard the saying, misery loves company. So here's the million-dollar question. Are you spending more time talking about those epic wins or your epic fails? Now remember this. The folks who drag you down like anchors on a speedboat, they remind you of past screw-ups. They lose faith in your big goals. They might just lack loyalty. But here's the cool part. Time, that sneaky master worker, can heal the scars of past failures. So here's the deal. You might need to do some friend spring cleaning. Swap out or cut down time with those who don't vibe with your big mission to get fit and healthy. Find your mastermind alliance, because you're the captain of your own health journey. Time to kick butt and take some names. Conclusion. It's time to spill the beans on the diet and fitness industry. They've been playing a little trick on you, serving up limited solutions for shedding those extra pounds. But guess what? I'm here to blow the lid off the diet secrets that they've been hiding around for thousands of years that's only been recently resurfaced. You ready for this? You can chow down on what you want, never go hungry, and still shed those pesky pounds. Yep, you heard it right. It's like having your cake and eating it too, without all the guilt. So say goodbye to all those restrictive diets and hello to a more satisfying and sustainable way to lose weight. It's time to make history and rediscover the wisdom of the ages at eatwhatyouvant2loseweight.com, or if you're watching this video on our website, you can just scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on the banner that says watch video. Again, that's eatwhatyouvant2loseweight.com. Now, if you have any questions about anything that we talked about here today, just reach out to our support staff through the little chat box on the bottom right-hand corner of the page. Now, I had a blast recording this for you today. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.